Alright, good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Today I'm going to be playing the Tier 7 Premium Cruiser, the new one, the Maya. This is it. It's an Otago class, I believe, or something. Not sure what the class name is, actually. So I think someone said, okay, it's Takao class. It says in-game, alright. It's Takao class, so it looks like Otago, but there's some basic differences which I can show you and tell you about in-game. But I think we should start off how I normally start my videos, with the build. So the build I'm running is Grease the Gears, Gun Feeder, Priority Target, Superintendent, Survivability Expert, Adrenaline Rush, Concealment Expert, and Top Grade Gunner. And in terms of my equipment, I'm running Prop Mod 1, Aiming System Mod 1, Hydro Search Mod 1, and Main Armaments Mod 1, of course. And I am using the Laker camo, or whatever it's called, not sure how to pronounce it. But the normal perma camo you will get with the ship is this bland, old, basic, normal gray, I think, maybe dark blue ammo. Yeah, with the alternate being pretty much the same. So let's just queue up in a random game and we'll play the Maya. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play 1 or 2 games yet in the video. Of course, we're doing it live commentary as usual. But yeah, I'm sorry I'm really late on this upload. I know a lot of people have made the reviews already. I was just really busy. So here we are in a randoms game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 ships. It's not the worst matchmaking in the game, but there you go. It's 10 ships, 10 ships. It's okay. It's not too bad. Plus, it's a tier 7 map, so it's fine. We might do 2 games. We'll see. So anyway, what's the Maya anyway? So it looks like an Otago, Malta. It does look like an Otago, but it's not really an Otago. And why do I say this? Well, because, well, it's tier 7, right? So there's no way they could have just put an Otago at tier 7, right? And really and truly, they didn't, because the fact is, you have a heal and you have the really long reload, you know, with the Japanese guns and everything, but you do lose a turret, so you have to keep that in mind. But in my opinion, the most important thing that you're losing is two things: the concealment, which goes from like 9.3, I think, or 9.7 to 11.2, of course, and then you're also losing oh, your torpedo range. Another thing you're losing, of course, your torpedo range, I guess, but that's not too big of a deal, to be honest. Torpedo range, I mean, 10 kilometer to 8 kilometer, it's not that much of a big deal. But the most important thing you're losing, except for the concealment, is also the armor. The armor isn't the same as Otago. It's still decent armor, but it's not Otago armor, so you have to be careful. As you know, Otago deck is 40 millimeters. This is 29, so if things have IFHE, they can pretty much pen you everywhere, so be careful. But yeah, apart from that, I mean, it looks like Otago, and it has some extra stuff from Otago. I mean, it has a reload booster, it has a heal at tier 7. I mean, Otago has a heal at tier 8, but this has a heal at tier 7. And it also has the reload booster, which is quite interesting, to be honest with you. Not really sure why it has a reload booster. This is the second Japanese ship at tier 7 with a reload booster. It's not just this, but it's also Hyuga. Hyuga also has a reload booster. And it also has the Laker camo, actually, so I'm not sure what they're trying to say with this camo and reload boosters, but here we are. So, we're gonna be pre-kited. You don't want to be bowing in your Maya, so just have to be careful. It is a tier 9 game, even if it's a 10v10, it's still a tier 9 game, so we do have to be really careful. If Prince Ruprecht is in our range, we're gonna start getting dumpstered, so yeah. And our concealment isn't really good enough to contest things like we were in Otago, for example, so have to be careful. But we shouldn't really be comparing it with Otago at the end of the day, because it's a tier 7. So what can we compare it to at tier 7? That's not Otago. Of course, Mayoko, right? So the thing with Mayoko is, I think Mayoko has actually worse concealment than this. So there you go. But Mayoko has an extra turret with quicker reload, I believe. But then it doesn't have a heal or a reload booster, so you have to keep that in mind. Okay, so let's go for these ships down here, of course. These are pretty dangerous ships. I have to say, I've played a few games in this. I had a pretty good game, one of them. And then one of them I got dev-struck in, match start. The one I got a pretty decent game was actually in tier 8 matchmaking. The one where I got dev-struck in was in tier 5 matchmaking. So you have to be careful. It is squishy. It is very squishy. It's not like, you know, I feel like when I'm playing it, I feel like I'm playing a toggle, but at the same time, you're not really playing a toggle. You know what I mean? Be careful. You might settle on me at this angle, to be honest with you. Alright, we were lucky. We only took 8,000 HP, which is 20% of our HP. That's lucky. Alright, so let's move away before we die. We could always go dark, of course, at this point, because we are at range where we could go dark. We're gonna go full broadside to the Nagato here. If we do this turn, shouldn't have done that. Turn around. We should be okay. I think we're fast enough on the turn. We're fine. Alright, so pretty much I'm getting shot at right now. I could go dark at will if needed. I don't feel like I really need to at this point, but we might go dark at some point. That's the thing with this, right? Your reload's really slow and you only have 4 guns. At least Atago has 5 guns, right? And you can play more aggressively with it. You can use your torps. I believe with Atago, at least you can actually make use of your torpedoes. I don't think you can really and truly make use of the torpedoes too much in this thing because the range is so limiting, whilst the concealment is, I mean, pretty bad compared to Atago, right? So, honestly, if I were to buy one, I would buy Atago personally. If I were to actually have to buy a ship here. And Atago's really good, I would say. This one's not I'm saying this is bad, it's just I'm definitely not having as much fun in this ship. It's probably the fact that I only have 4 turrets and that I have to sit further away because of the worst armor scheme. And really and truly, I wouldn't be one to play Mayoko, so... Not really something that I would say interests me, this ship, but... It's not bad. It's not bad. It's still pretty good overall. Still has Japanese HE. I believe it has Japanese gun accuracy, which is pretty good. We need to run away here because we're gonna get smashed. 28k damage so far. Not too good. But in our situation, I think we're doing okay. This guy DCP'd. We also want to be using reload boosters soon. I just can't right now because if I want to like play the game, I'm gonna be broadside to at least someone. So we need to reposition here to actually be able to play the game. It's the buffalo I'm scared of. The buffalo and the Ruprecht, basically. Yes, you do it. Be careful. Even against these lower tier BBs, you get smashed. Also, I'm still getting shot at by this buffalo, man. He really likes me. I'm really scared. Because he can hurt me. No, Amagi, I think I'm gonna get killed like this. Oh well. Okay, I guess. I think I'm fine. The thing is, these guys have to start pushing at some point. This buffalo is what's scaring me right now. If he's range mod, he can smash me. If he's not, I'm fine. He's going full broadside to our battleship. Okay, we do dodge the Ignite and El Salvo. We need to start using our reload boosters. I want to actually get a fire and actually, you know, force a DCP here and then use the reload booster. That's kind of my goal right now. Alright, we got double fire. He's gonna DCP. He DCP'd. German DCP is 15 seconds. Our shell travel time is 9, so that passed. So we're gonna use reload booster. We need 2 salvos, I think, to light a fire, I would say. I would hope. Our fire chance is pretty good, I would say. DCP is down whilst my shells are landing. Perma fire, that's perfect. We need to reposition right now. We have a Ruprecht on our broadside. He's not really looking at us right now, luckily, but when he starts looking at us, he's gonna start damaging us. We're only on 41k damage, that's okay. Move away, move away. You don't want to be too close to battleships. Your armor scheme isn't too good, as I've said a few times. It's a good torp right now, but the torps are too fast on the Maya. So this is what I was talking about on my stream yesterday when someone pointed out that the torps are pretty good because of the damage and the speed. They're pretty high. But the issue is when people are actually running into you and they're far away like this, you can't really torp. Because they're too fast. They will basically range before he reaches the torp range. So this is the biggest issue with the limited range, of course, and the top speed. It's good speed but limited range, so they'll reach their maximum like distance pretty easily. I don't think we pen it. Do we? I don't know. I don't know what the Atlantico armor seems like. See. Alright, so if we launch now, these should be barely in range. Oh, we have the really bad angles. That's okay. I think they're better than Mayoko angles, because at least you can use your front torps like this. But then when you're pre-kited, they're actually worse. Oh no, he's dying. Okay, I guess we can farm the Nagato for free if he dies. It's pretty slow gameplay with this ship, really and truly, at the end of the day. Especially in tier 9 matchmaking. You get Citadel? No, we're fine. It's almost a Sid. It's very slow. I think we need to start using a reload boost. There's only 1 second left in the game because they're not gonna get a kill. Sadly. The goal is to, of course, use your reload boost every time, like, someone DCPs, you know what I mean? Fire? That's game. That was only an 11-minute video, so let's play another game. But really and truly, that was pretty much an honest game in the Maya. Not a highlight, obviously. If I wanted to highlight a 150k game, I could show you. But this is pretty much your average game in Maya, to be honest with you. I don't think overall you can average 150,000 in a tier 7 cruiser, so it really depends what your life goals are. Like, I don't know. I just don't think this one's a ship for me, you know? Like, I'm just gonna review it here, but I'm probably not going to be playing it in the future. Like, I still think Atago is obviously better to buy, and I don't even play Atago too much anymore, so I don't think this one's a one to get, to be honest. But let's play another game. Okay. How you game? Okay, so where we're gonna go? So this is a high tier game. Well, not high tier, but submarines. Submarines. We get 1 submarine. Okay. Let us go right. But yeah, as I said, I don't think I would buy this thing for myself. But here it is. I mean, it looks cool. But Atago looks cool, you know. Mayoko looks cool. Of course, it has some really strong points. You can get really high games, of course, in it. That's, you know, part of it, right? It's almost a tier 8 at tier 7, but it's just not something I'm interested in, if you know what I mean. Like, I love cruisers and stuff, but this is just not it, you know, for me. Because the reload's really slow. You only have 4 guns. 4 turrets. You only have 4 turrets. The reload booster's cool and all, but it just feels really slow. I'd rather play an Atlanta, you know what I mean? Because at least you can get damage really quickly. But it has a heal for tier 7, which isn't too common, to be honest. So you do have quite a fair amount of strong points on it. So If you're interested in buying it, I mean, go ahead, you know. I'm not gonna be one to tell you don't buy it, of course. It's still pretty good. It's just, for me personally, I don't think I'm just, you know, I don't think I'm a person who would enjoy a ship like this too much. Go this way. By the way, I'm recording this on a Tuesday at 2 in the afternoon. Is that crazy? I'm spotted. Here we go. Going full broadside to mid. There's only one battleship in the game. But why am I going like this? It's because there's only one battleship in the game. I don't think we're gonna get div struck by a Mackinson, right? But highly likely, actually. Highly likely. We're fine. Sadly, to get in range, we're gonna actually suffer this game, I think, because it is a pretty high tier game. Well, not high tier, but it's a high tier map, right? Oh, here we are. Hello? He's not in range, but maybe he runs in range. Copium. 5 pans, pretty good damage, 5k. I think the ship could be really good, actually, if you play in, like, divisions and stuff. Like, if you have a destroyer player on your team to spot for you and do things, maybe even smoke you up, could be really good. But I don't know, I prefer Atlanta for solo play, if you know what I mean. I don't know, I really like Atlanta, to be fair. It's my first premium, so my stats in it are pretty bad, but nowadays I have a lot of fun in it. Because when you're a beginner player, it's not an easy ship to play, I can assure you. But the better you are, the better the ship is, and it actually is really good when you actually get pretty good at the game. The Atlanta. Spotted again by Akatsuki, potentially? Probably. Maybe even a submarine, I'm not sure. Either him or a submarine, right? Ooh, submarine. Uh-oh. Don't ping me, sir. No. Bad submarine. Do not ping the cruiser, or cruiser dies. Ping the mines. Please, leave me alone. I'm innocent. Please. I beg you for forgiveness. Submarine man. My gosh. That's a really bad DCP, by the way. Never do that. That's really bad. Alright, here we go. Please shoot the mines instead of me. Then I'm on. Submarine isn't repinging me? No, he is. That's more than one. What are those? Oh, Akatsuki and submarine torps. No way we can dodge that thing. But his torp range is limited. It shouldn't be infinite range. I think we should just run away. I think if we run away hard enough, we'll dodge by just range, right? What's the submarine torp range? At tier 6. It can't be that long range. 10 kilometer, right? At most. No way. He's still pinging me. That's not good. Alright, we only took one torp, but still. I'm having to not play the game right now because I'm dealing with a submarine, sadly. I'm kind of busy. I think we'll be okay now. I think we'll be okay now. So, we need to kill that Sari. But if I try to, this Amagi will dev strike me, so not a good situation to be in here in the open. I can't kill the Sari, no way. Yamagi's literally looking at me right now. I can't. I can't. He's just, the Yamagi's literally waiting. Look, he's not shooting. He's just waiting for me to go broadside. So we could just turn the opposite direction, of course. He's either waiting or he's going for the worst fight. But I don't think he's going for the worst fight. I think he's just waiting. Okay, he's actually going for the worst fight? Okay. Okay then. But yeah, this is what I mean about really slow damage farming, like it's really slow gameplay. It's ridiculous almost. Like, sure. I can, guys. Like, I can obviously show you the game I had 150k in and be like, oh my god, this is awesome, you know? And this ship's gonna do this every game, but... No. No, it won't do it every game. It's still a shim. Still get normal matchmaking. And this is what you're going to be playing every game. On average. You're not gonna be getting those 150k games every game. I could, like I said, I could show you one. I do have one. Congrats, so. But, and I did stream it, so people who watched on stream did see it, but... I could also show you a game where I got Devstruck First Blood in, I mean... You know. There's that. Against tier 5, so... This Death 7's gonna smash me, man. I need to go dark. I can't go dark, he's too close to me. Just need a fire in Yamagi, man. That's all I need right now. What's my fire chance? 19%? 90%. Not enough. 19% is not enough. It needs to be 50%, I think. Thoughts? Clearly. Slow gameplay. It's just what I don't like, you know what I mean? Just slow gameplay. Like, the ship's cool and all, but the gameplay is very, very slow to get going. And you can't just play how you want to play in terms of aggression because you don't have the concealment that Tago does, so, and the armor, so. I would say I have to be using reload boosts more, but at the same time, that was the first point where I would say someone DCP, then I could actually relight the fire. Let's try to not die to the Yamagi. Hopefully. Okay. Yudachi. If we see the Yudachi, we'll shoot at it, but he's not spotted right now. Hydra's up for 30 more seconds. Zamagi is still looking at us, so it is pretty dangerous. I'm gonna reload boost the D7 because we want to get some damage before this game ends. We're actually going to win this game, I believe, because we have more ship kills than they do. But I am in a risky spot right now because of this Yudachi. Surprised that Fubuki actually almost ate the torp. He was like right with me, walking away, and then he turned into them to try to eat them. I guess he dodged, but like he was with me, I think. He could have dodged pretty easily by just going in a straight line. I guess he wanted to show us his pro dodging skills, I guess. Alright, so what do we do now? We have 1 minute 40 with Hydro off. We're gonna try go dark here. Since the Yamagi's still shooting me, dude. I'm gonna torp like this, even though they're not in range, to scare the Yudachi, and then I'm gonna walk into smoke. Now this is really risky because he could walk out of the smoke and well, kill me. But let's just hope he makes the mistake. Okay, he hasn't made the mistake, he walked off the smoke. So now this is a really bad spot for me, because I'm bow into an Amagi. It's okay. Dark again somehow? Guess the Yudachi's trolling. We're gonna game return soon. Not yet. We have to wait for one salvo from the Yamagi, sadly. I think we just traded this guy. 1 for 1, maybe. He does out DPM me, and the Yamagi is helping him. Okay, game return right now. It's the only chance we have. We're gonna get torped, but I don't care. I think we just have to take the game return. It's the only chance we'll get. Warspite is missing every salvo. Should be able to dodge the Yamagi salvo because he missed. Issue is I DCP'd the fire from this D7 because I have no heals left. But he's gonna relight the perma instantly. His fire chance isn't too high, and if he has IFHE it's probably really low, but still. And he's healing. Oh my god, the judge is up there? Oh my, that's not what I thought, where he is. Okay. I think I die here. I wish this Warspite shoots this D7 for one salvo. That would really help the case. It's really tough having to 1v1 a D7 Amagi. Well, 1v3 almost. I think he's trying, but he's not hitting, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, I'll just wait. He'll die. Alright, I'll just skip to the score screen and just show you how this game ends out. But I mean, I don't think my opinion has changed on this ship too much, to be honest. Alright, so we ended up getting 101,000 damage, 99 shell hits, 10 fires, and a win. Team score, we got second place. Our cargo got first. Detailed report. We actually did quite a fair amount of damage to the D7. Quite a fair amount of damage to the Amagi. Especially since they pretty much smashed me. And then 414,000 credits, 6.5k XP, 1.3k free XP. And 8.4 thousand Commander XP. I'm going to take a look at my build one more time here. So we have Grease the Gears, Gun Feeder, Priority Target, Superintendent, Survivability Expert, Concealment Expert, Adrenaline Rush, and Top Grade Gunner. And then we also have in equipment, we also have Prop Mod 1, Aiming System Mod 1, Hydra Search Mod 1, Main Armaments Mod 1. And let's take a look at the statistics. I think I've only played it 7 times, but I also played it quite a fair amount in its last test phase to show it to you guys. So let's see. I don't think my stats are actually any good in it right now, of course. But this is not really a ship I'm personally interested in playing anymore than I have. It's pretty much that was probably one of my last games played in it. Let's say it's still not a bad ship. Don't get me wrong. It's pretty good. It's just not one I personally would play. I'm sure some of you guys would love to play it, of course, and love to buy it, and that's good too. In terms of my win rate, 80%, 81k average. I think these are okay numbers, I guess, for a tier 7 cruiser. Remember, this is a tier 7 cruiser. But then again, I'm sure this is a really strong ship for a lot of people, and they would love to play it. I'm not saying it's not strong. I'm just saying it's not one I personally would play, because the gameplay is very, very slow. But otherwise, I mean, I'm sure there's people, of course, that would love to play it and love to buy it. And do I actually recommend the thing for those people who don't mind the slow play style? Sure. Go ahead and buy it. If there's people, of course, who don't like slow play style cruisers, which take their time to get their damage, I don't think this is a ship for you. It's just, to be honest with you, it just takes too much time. It takes quite a fair amount of time to rack up that damage. I'm sure you can get lucky where people are pushing into you, you get a good game and stuff. Sure, you can get a good game, whatever. I've had a good game as well. No issues there. But let's check what our record was actually. It was like 150, I think, thousand in a tier 8 game with carriers as well. Where is it? Where is it? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Ah, yeah. Where are you? There you are. 132, okay. Not that good. But it was a tier 8 game. Like I said, I don't know. For people who don't like the slow play style, you know, and want to farm like really big damage numbers, I don't think this is it. This is not it, for sure. But for those people who don't mind the slow play style, definitely go ahead and buy it. I think you might probably enjoy it. Especially if you enjoy Atago or Mayoko. This is probably one of those ships you will enjoy a lot. But otherwise, big fan, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Big fan.